Hello everyone. Welcome back to this channel. On this occasion, we're once again going to discuss several leaks that I've managed to find and that I think are quite interesting to talk about. As usual, this information comes from sources that are considered fairly credible. But before we get into the discussion, running out of stellar jade and Honkai starrail? Don't worry, there's a more budget-friendly solution. Now you can top up in-game safely, quickly, and at a lower price through U7 Buy. And it's not just Honkai starrail, other games are available too, all in one place. Still not sure? No problem. You can check U7 Buy's reviews directly on Trustpilot, so it's transparent and trustworthy. For comparison, 80 oniric shards cost around $100 in the official store, but on U7 Buy, it's much cheaper. The process is also instant. Just select your server, enter your UID, and the balance is delivered straight to your account, no hassle. Don't forget to use code BOOM for a 5% discount. And if you spend $80 per month on U7 Buy, you can even get the Express Supply Pass for just 1 cent. Yeah, it's basically free. Click the link in my description or pinned comment to visit U7 Buy. Alright, now let's get into the main topic. In today's video, our primary focus is reviewing Ashveil's performance in beta version 4.1 v1, based on the evaluation from Hershers of Sentience, which we'll refer to as HOS. For those who may not be familiar, HOS is a veteran player who is quite active in sharing analyses and reviews through his YouTube channel, so the information he provides is considered fairly credible. However, before getting into Ashveil's review, there is one additional piece of information we need to cover first, which is the new 5-star elation path light cone that appeared in beta 4.1 v1. This light cone can be obtained from the Herta shop, and at Superimpose 5, it increases the wearer's attack by 40%. In addition, after the wearer uses a skill or ultimate on a teammate, that target gains a 24% elation stat increase for 2 turns. Unfortunately, at the moment, there is no elation character who can fully and optimally utilize both of these passive effects. For example, Yaoguang can technically trigger both effects, but the attack increase is not a particularly valuable stat for him. On top of that, the 4-star elation light cone from the MOC shop is still considered better than this one. Meanwhile, sparxie cannot take advantage of the second passive at all and only benefits from the attack increase. Well, perhaps this light cone is actually designed for EMC. Now let's move on to the main discussion about Ashveil. In his post, HOS described Ashveil as a 5-star version of Moze. He even stated that Ashveil looks very fun to play, although personally, he wished Ashveil's ultimate energy cost were a bit lower. That said, he also highlighted Ashveil's incredible synergy potential with other characters, especially Feixiao, making a notable comment about the massive def shred that can be achieved when they are paired together. In addition to that statement, HOS also answered several interesting questions, which help clarify Ashveil's position in team compositions. The first question he addressed was whether pairing Ashveil with Feixiao or pairing Ashveil with other follow-up attack characters like Moze or Topaz would be more optimal, and whether Ashveil's motion value is high enough to support that playstyle. HOS responded that he personally leans toward playing Ashveil as a hypercarry, supported by dedicated advanced supports that are fully focused on maximizing Ashveil's performance. In other words, rather than acting as a secondary DPS partner, HOS prefers to position Ashveil as the main DPS. The second question was whether Ashveil would replace Moze, or whether they could be used in the same team. According to HOS, there are several challenges, one of which is Ashveil's need for attack boots, while at the same time he also wants to take as many turns as possible. This conflict can still be resolved if Ashveil is played as a hypercarry with the proper support setup. The third question discusses the comparison between Ashveil and Robin in a team, specifically in a composition such as Feixiao, Cypher, Moze, and Ashveil. HOS's answer is quite firm, namely that Robin remains the mandatory choice. The final question discussed the best team composition for Feixiao after Ashveil's introduction, whether the team should be Feixiao, Sustain, Ashveil, and Robin, or whether Robin should be replaced by Cypher. HOS stated quite firmly that Robin remains the better option. This reinforces the idea that, whether in a hypercarry Ashveil setup or a dual DPS composition with Feixiao, Robin is still considered a very strong support for follow-up attack teams. Aside from HOS's perspective, there is also interesting information from Razor, shared via Platform X. In his analysis, Razor highlighted several key points that further clarify Ashveil's position in the meta. First, Ashveil has a higher base attack than Feixiao, at 640 compared to 602. Second, Ashveil's skill and ultimate damage modifiers are also higher, which is generally expected for newer characters to remain competitive. Third, Ashveil provides buffs that actually exceed what is typically offered by Harmony characters, such as 40% def reduction to all enemies, 80% follow-up attack damage increase for the entire team, 40% crit damage increase for the entire team, and an additional 80% crit damage specifically for follow-up attacks. Lastly, Ashveil is SP neutral, since using his skill can refund one skill point, similar to Sunday's mechanic, allowing skill points to be used by teammates who need them more. Overall, based on HOS's review and Razor's additional analysis, Ashveil in Beta 4.1 v1 appears to be a very strong character, especially considering that Ashveil's ideal main DPS partner has not yet been released, and he is currently being paired with Feixiao, who is relatively outdated. That said, it's important to remember that this is still an early beta version, and there is a high chance that Ashveil's kit will receive further adjustments in Beta v3 or v5. Alright, that's all for today's discussion. So, what do you think about Ashveil's performance review in Beta 4.1 v1? Feel free to share your thoughts and opinions in the comments, and don't forget to share this information with your friends who also play Honkai starrail. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future updates and discussions. See you in the next update.